I cannot tell you how many times I get hired to do a crisis communication plan or a communication plan when really they're all asking for just one thing. Get me out of this. There's something that happened, or there's something that's going to happen, and they need to know what to say. In other words, they need a response to the crisis to make it go away as quickly as possible. When I do that, I give them the plan, but the plan is all structured around the response. And I've created a framework for how to respond when you're in a crisis. And every time that there is a crisis that happens in the news, I always look at the response. And I can tell from this response that they're giving if they're going to get through it or if they're going to lose it. Here's the framework. Step one is own it. What that means, it's all the A words. You have to accept responsibility or apologize, admit you did something. A big one is accountability. You have to show accountability. If you don't, it is guaranteed that the crisis will not go away and it will likely get worse. Step two, explain it. That's your time. That is your time to explain exactly why it happened. It's the context piece. It's the reason why. You can explain what the circumstances were. Was there some extenuating reason or why something happened? You're just explaining how you got there. The next step is promise it. And this is the step that is going to get you out of the crisis. This is how you clear it. This is how you jump over the hurdle, if you will. You're going to tell them what you're going to do about it. How are you going to fix it? You're going to make a promise. And that promise could be how you're going to help that customer, or what you're never going to have happen again, or I've learned from this, I'll never do it again. Speaking about the promise does a very important thing. It points everyone into the direction away from the crisis. They're not paying attention to it anymore because they're focused on what you're going to do. If you do those three things in that order, then you'll be able to get out of the crisis. You miss any of those steps, or watching any crisis that happens, if someone misses that step or they don't show true accountability, they will be canceled and then they'll be in a crisis.